Good afternoon friends. Welcome to my YouTube channel Prakash Coaching. Today we are going to start with mathematics class 10 chapter, which is probability. As you can see, probability in day-to-day uses, we are using probability like currently as it is a rainy season, so the chances of having rain tomorrow is a probability case. And similarly, when tossing up a coin, it is also the chances are coming of head or tail. It is a clear example of a probability, and there as like that there are many more examples which we can get in our day-to-day life. So starting with the probability, in probability the terminology which is generally used is an event. Event means that suppose a coin is tossed, that is an event. Suppose a card is picked from a well shuffled deck of 52 cards, so it is also an event. Similarly, the probability of an event is given by the number of the favorable outcomes to event divided by number of all possible outcomes of the experiment. If this we can explain more with the help of an example. So we are taking here the example, a toss of a coin is an event. As I earlier said, that event is a happening of a thing or a sequence. Here if we take the example of an toss or tossing up a coin, there are the number of possible outcome can be head or tail. So in total we are having two outcomes which are possible in this event. So like the number of outcome favorable to the event, suppose if we are taking an example of coming, head is coming, so the head is coming, the chances of head is coming are 1, as head or tail there are only two outcomes. So if we apply this in the above formula, we will get an output of probability is 0.5. For example of an ace is picked from a pack of playing cards. As you all know, we have taken here the card to be picked is an ace. As we all know that ace, there are 4 aces which are present in the playing cards. So here the number of possible outcomes are 52. Number of outcome favorable to an event ace is 4. Applying in the formula, we are getting 1/30. So you might have now get an idea of what probability is and what it and how it is calculated. Coming to the next topic, in probability there is PE represents the probability of an event. PE bar represents probability of complementary of event E. That means whatever probability is coming in the case of probability of an event, we are just taking opposite of it, and their relation is probability of an event is equals to 1 minus probability of an event. Coming to the next topic, range of probability. As you can see, probability is range between 0 to 1. Probability can be either 0 or it can be maximum, it can be 1. 0 probability 0 represents an impossible event. Probability 0 means there is no possibility of the event happening. We can understand by taking an example. Probability of getting 8 in a single throw of a die is impossible event, and the probability is 0. So as you can see, we know the probability in throwing a die is having numbers which each faces as from 1 to 6. So 7 number cannot occur in a throw of die, so its probability of occurring 7 is 0, and it is an impossible event. Similarly, probability 1 represents a sure event. Example, probability of getting number less than 7 in a single throw of die is a sure event, and its probability 1. As we all know, the numbers covered in the die are from 1 to 6, and its probability of having less than 7 is 1, because any number which occurs in a die will be certainly less than 7. So this is how it is. The probability is ranged from 0 to 1. Example to understand probability better. A box contains 3 blue, 2 white, 4 red marbles. If a marble is drawn at a random from the box, what is the probability that it will be a white, a blue and a red? So guys, I have taken this example from the NCERT book also only. This is a solved example of the NCERT book. Now let's move on to and learn how to solve the problem. The total number of possible outcomes are 3, 2 and 4. As we know, there are three types of three types of marbles which has having blue, white and red. So adding all the number of marble boxes, marbles 3, 2 and 6, 3, 2 and 4, we are having 9. Let's take an example to understand probability more. I have taken this example from the NCERT book. A box contains 3 marble, 2 white, 4 red marbles. If a marble is drawn at a random from the box, what is the probability that it will be a white, red and blue? So we are having a box in which there are 3 types of marbles: white, blue and red. So in solution, the number of possible outcomes are 3, 2 and 4. Adding all numbers, we get a value of 9. Since there are 3 types of balls and each having the value, blue is having 3 marbles, 2 marbles of white color and 4 are red marbles. Adding, we are having the value of 9. Now we have considered let the event W represent marble white. You can take any other alphabet also. That is not a mandatory to take W. Since it is a white starting with W, I have taken this thing. Similarly for B for blue, R for red. Now calculating the first probability that a ball is drawn is white is the number of favorable outcomes to the event is 2, as the number of white marble is 2, which is given in the question. Probability, if we will apply the formula, we will get 2 upon 9. Coming to the second point, the blue, the probability of getting a blue marble. Similarly, the number of outcomes favorable to the event B, as we have taken for blue, is 3. Probability, applying the formula, and we are getting the value of 1 upon 3. Similarly for the red marble also, the total number of outcomes favorable to event R is 4 and the probability is 4 upon 9. Let's take another example. A bag contains 3 red balls and 5 black balls. A ball is drawn at random from the bag. What is the probability that the ball drawn is red? First red, second not red. So here, as we can see, in a bag there are 3 red balls and 5 black balls. So the total number of possible outcomes are 3 plus 5, that is equals to 8. We have let that the R represent the probability of an event that the ball is drawn is red, and similarly applying this, the total number of the outcomes favorable to the event R is 3, which is given in the number of balls which are present in the bag is 3 red balls. So applying the formula, probability of obtaining a ball which is red is 3 upon 8. So this is the first part of our problem. Moving to the second part, what is the probability that the ball drawn is not red? Now here, not red means basically the ball drawn should be black. So this problem can be solved in 2 ways. First way is that the probability ball drawn is not red is PR bar, which is the complement of the probability of the red ball drawn. Applying the formula, probability of complement is 1 minus probability of the obtaining a red ball, and we obtain result 5 by 8. Another way to obtain the result is 5 upon the favorable outcomes are 5 and the total number of possible outcomes is 8. Again we apply the formula, we will get 5 upon 8. So basically I have tried to explain the chapter of probability and how and try to show you the applications. If you like the video, please give a like, subscribe and share the video. Thank you.